Welcome back. Sorry, I've been a while. I've been a little MIA. We have recently lost a family member, so I had taken some time away to spend with family. But I felt the need to finally update on my journey and how this surrogacy is going. I believe the last time you guys saw me, I had done a Q&A. If you haven't watched it, feel free to go back. I answered quite a few questions. And I believe the video before that was my betas where we are actually pregnant. So yay, we're still pregnant. We've had ultrasounds since. The first one not going quite how we wanted to, but things are looking up and I can't wait to share with you guys. So it's been a couple weeks. We recently lost my aunt. I grew up on or spending weekends on her ranch with cows. I actually ended up with this crazy weird obsession of cows and ended up even getting one tattooed on my leg. So she's very important to me. So we've been a little MIA, just kind of reminiscing. When you lose people, you know, it's obviously sad, but I feel like on top of all the hormones I'm doing and being pregnant, I've just been like extra in a funk. But I'm feeling better and I'm doing better. I had a little bit of closure. We went up to, she was in Oregon. We went up to Oregon. I got to see her grave. We went to her funeral. Got to spend time with family up in Washington. Kind of just hung out on the West Coast. But yeah, so feeling better. Anyways, back to the surrogacy journey. So yeah, we've had 2 ultrasounds since I last vlogged. Our first ultrasound, we went to my regular OB. One of the problems we have here in California is we have really strict medical laws, and a lot of them are just really stupid. I'm not even gonna lie. And a lot of the diagnostic centers around here refuse to take my ultrasound orders because they are from an out-of-state doctor, because my intended parents in their clinic is not in California. So we're having a hard time finding anybody to do my ultrasound. So I got really lucky. My OB actually has his own ultrasound machine in his office. It's not the best grade or the highest tech, but he has one. So we decided to make an appointment through him. And I love him. He birthed 2 out of 3 of my babies. I didn't have the right insurance with my first one. So we gotta go to him and do an ultrasound. I'm not gonna lie, it didn't go how we wanted to. It was actually really stressful. I was only about 5.5 weeks when we went to that one, and typically you don't go until 6 weeks because there's nothing to really see before 6 weeks. And a lot of OBs actually won't even see you before 10 weeks because there's not a whole lot for them to see. And with his machine, he can't really see much before 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, he's pretty good. Before 6 weeks, he already said his machine's not the highest tech. He's not going to see much, but we needed the appointment anyways. The clinic had asked for it, so we went. I decided to, or I asked my intended mother if she wanted a video chat. I thought it'd be more exciting, you know, have everything. I want her to see everything that I see because this is her baby. So we decided to video chat and called her. My internet wasn't working, so I couldn't get my video chat to work. Luckily, my case manager went and she got to video chat her, and then I just got to record a video on my phone so we could then send it to her so she has something to look at later and show her husband, because I don't believe her husband lived there, not that I saw in the video chat. So we're video chatting her, and I'm just like hoping for a heartbeat or something, or I don't know. I've never seen a baby before 10 weeks. I've always seen them at 10 weeks or further. I didn't even see my first one until like 14, 15 weeks. And that was at the gender peak. So my other 2, I think I saw at 10 weeks. So it was weird because I didn't know what to expect, but I was really hoping for a heartbeat because I wanted to be able to see her expression when we do see it or hear it or whatever. When he had gotten onto the ultrasound machine, he's looking. He had showed us the gestational sac. I'll add a little clip too. I have a little clip I'm allowed to show because there's not really anything to show, but I'll show you what I'm referring to as the gestational sac. It's just like a black hole. That's what it looks like on the ultrasound. It's not. It's the sac, obviously. And then inside the black is a smaller circle, and that's the yolk sac. So that's all we really got to see. My intended mother was asking my OB a lot of questions, and I'm sad that he couldn't answer a lot of them because his check's not great, and because it was so early, there wasn't a lot of things to see, so he couldn't give her proper measurements. And then she'd asked for a heartbeat, couldn't really see a heartbeat. He said he thought he saw a fetal pull, but it was too early. He didn't want to give her an official answer on that, and it was stressful because I could hear the disappointment in her voice and the worry, and then I was kind of panicking because I could feel her worry, and it just became really just a mess for me. And I don't know how she took it. I think she was stressed because I could feel it. But it just, I don't know, it really just kind of shocked me how much I was starting to worry and panic. We got lucky, and my doctor, my OB, ended up sending out orders for a diagnostic center. So now we have an order from a California doctor to go to a diagnostic center, which works, and we could actually go to a really nice ultrasound place. So the following week, so last week, we finally got to do that, and it went better, kind of. So I went to a very nice radiology center for a diagnostic ultrasound, and by this point we're 6.5 weeks because it was literally a week later, and we should have a heartbeat and stuff to see. So I go in there, and we had problems with billing. So there was no account for them to bill the ultrasound to, so I had to pay for it. But I do get reimbursed for it, which I've already been reimbursed. Sorry, it's allergy season and my nose is I did get reimbursed for it, but I did have to pay for it, and that's one of the things as being a surrogate. You have those moments where you actually have to pay for them yourself and they'll reimburse you. I think that's one of the other reasons why they ask you if you're financially stable, one of the requirements, because you might have moments where you have to pay for something out of pocket if something's not set up right or not ready yet, but the clinic needs you to do something. You might have to pay for it out of pocket, and then they'll reimburse you. So I think that's another thing. So I ended up paying for it. I've already been reimbursed, but it took a while for them to get that all figured out and solved. It was a pain in the butt. I went upstairs, and they told me to drink water beforehand, but I knew because it was a vaginal ultrasound that you're supposed to have an empty bladder. I guess I should go into detail on that. Okay, so before a certain point of pregnancy, you can't see baby through your tummy. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this. For those of you who don't know how an ultrasound works, when you're pregnant, they do an ultrasound, you need a full bladder because the ultrasound reflects off your bladder to look at baby. Something like that. When you're this early, you can't see that way, so they do a vaginal ultrasound, which looks like a big plastic penis, and they put the ultrasound physically in your vagina, in vaginal ultrasound, and it's easier for them to look through, but you have to have a completely empty bladder that way because they're going at a different angle. Rather than going through your tummy, they're going in, so the bladder should be completely empty. So I found it weird that they had asked me to drink water because I knew it was vaginal. So I drank water, and I'm super sick, and it's making me nauseous, and I'm sucking on lemons, trying to keep this water down and just hold it together. And I got up there finally, and they're like, "Oh, you can empty your bladder." I was like, I just suffered for the last 30 minutes for nothing. So I finally got to pee. I got up to do the ultrasound, and I asked the tech if I could call my intended mother because I wanted her to once again see everything I'm seeing when I'm seeing it. And she told me no. She told me we don't allow video recordings, video calls, audio recordings, or audio calls. Everything needs to be reviewed by doctor before being shown to anybody else. And I was like, oh, okay. And she has the screen facing her. I can't even see the screen. I was like, can you turn the screen so I at least can peek? And she was like, we don't usually do that. I was just like, girl, I'm just gonna be laying here looking at nothing. This isn't weird or anything. I I got to talk to her throughout the ultrasound while she was taking all the pictures, and we bonded a little bit. She was pregnant too, and we were giving morning sickness advice to each other. And at the very end, she kind of whispered and was like, okay, I'm going to turn the screen and I'm going to show you. And I was like, cool beans. And so she turned the screen. And by this point, I'd already told my intended mother that I couldn't call her anything. So she, I feel like, was probably worried again, because now she has no idea what's going on. I have nothing to tell her because they're not showing me anything yet. So my phone's just going off, and I just felt so bad. And I was like, I wish I had anything. So when the ultrasound tech said she would turn the screen for me, I was freaking stoked, because that meant I could relay something back, anything at this point. But she once again showed me the gestational sac, the yolk sac, and this time she got to show me the fetal pull and heartbeat. And I was freaking stoked. And she's like, you can't say anything, it's not official, doctor has to review it. And I'm like, you got it. And then I went straight to my phone and I was like, we have a heartbeat. She said it's unofficial, but she saw it and she showed me it, and we got lucky, and woo, and it was rough still, but it went so much better at the end, because we finally had our heartbeat, and that is all we were waiting for. We ended up getting the measurement backs later that day, and baby is in the right range. I think we were like 3 days short of what we were supposed to be, which was at the last one too. So, but at this point they're saying it's so early that even a millimeter can throw it off a full week. So the fact that it's still within the week's range, we are looking good. Baby is looking good. And I'm just happy we finally have a heartbeat. I will be going again for another diagnostic ultrasound this Wednesday. We'll see. I think my case manager is going with me again to this one. I think she's going to try and sneak a video. So hopefully we'll be able to show a little bit more. I do have the clip from the first one I'm going to show you guys, so you know what I'm talking about, the gestational sac and the yolk sac. I wish I had a heartbeat to show you. I don't. I will say that when we got our actual results from the doctor, the heartbeat of Cyril baby was 113, I believe. So, yay! It looks like we are going to be due in the middle of October. I'm pretty freaking stoked. I'm used to being pregnant through summer. All my kids are summer babies, so going an extra 2 months out isn't too bad. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to have a big belly for Halloween. Y'all are gonna watch me paint it and dress it up in costumes, just for entertainment. My poor Cyril baby's gonna think I'm crazy. But yeah, things are going better, much better, and I will try to make sure my vlogs stay regular and I stay on track, and hopefully everything just continues to go smoothly. But thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna put that clip in right now. So yeah, not a whole lot to see, but that is what we saw, and now there's a heartbeat. So if I ever get a video of that, I would love to share with you guys. I do have to respect certain privacy things, so I can't show like baby's face. So when we get further into ultrasounds, I will be covering a baby's face in certain features. But yeah, so that is where we are at. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you liked it. Feel free to like, comment, ask me questions, anything. You can also hit up my Instagram at CyrilMomJourney and bug me on there. I don't mind. And yeah, I'll see you guys next vlog. Bye.